Moving into part 4 of our book, we're going to talk about meat and eggs. If you want to learn more about the fats, read the blog. Also, this is not absolutely everything because that would be way too much in a video, but this is just recap. So let's chat about meat. The meat you see in the grocery store is usually more or less ready to cook, refrigerated cases of prepackaged steaks, chops, hamburgers, chickens, whole and separated, pork chops, bacon, lunch meats, and miscellaneous ready to cook, breaded and sauced animal parts. Custom, convenience, taste, and price, not nutrition, are the main selling points. But what about organic versus natural meats? We see meats labeled with no antibiotics, no added hormones, no animal byproducts in feed, and grass-fed. These are practices designed to improve the health and safety of the animals you eat, and they are required for meats labeled organic. Some companies have these claims but are not certified organic with the USDA seal of approval. Instead, they are what the companies call natural. They are not organic. The statements tell you that the meat comes from animals that may have been treated better than conventionally raised animals, but the missing organic seal is a sign that the animals were not necessarily raised to organic standards. No rules require natural animals to be fed organically grown grain, to be allowed freedom of movement and access to the outdoors, to be raised without using antibiotics, hormones, or other drugs, or to be inspected for adherence to such practices. If the producers of natural meats follow such practices, they do so voluntarily. The appropriate use of natural applied to all fresh meat with only 3 restrictions. The meat must have no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. The meat must be processed only minimally, so think ground but not cooked. And the companies had to define what they meant by natural on the package label. Even the best natural meat is not the same as organic meat. Producers who want their meat certified organic have to adhere to a stringent criteria that producers of natural meats do not. Natural meat producers can pick and choose among desirable raising practices, but organic has to adhere to all of them. Organic meat producers must be verified by inspection through accredited agencies, something natural does not need. That's why organic meats are a lot higher in price. Natural's on the honor system. You're trusting producers of those meats. With so many issues to be evaluated and balanced against one another, the choice of meat and poultry seems especially complicated when price is no object in this entire thing. Here's kind of how the hierarchy goes. You want certified organic because the rules make sense and production is monitored by regular inspections that hold growers accountable for their practices. Then you do natural when it's very near organic claims, and then everything else. So what about eggs? There's a lot more labels on eggs now. So there's 3 separate certifying systems to convince you that hens are well treated. You have the USDA certified organic, you have certified humane raised and handled, and you have the United Egg Producers certified. Certified organic is the most familiar and the best regulated. If you see the certified organic seal on an egg carton, it means the eggs come from hens that eat organic feed, are allowed access to the outdoors and sunlight, and are inspected to make sure the rules are followed. Humane certification requires some of the same things as organic, but less restrictive about what the animals are fed. Hens have to be fed a nutritious diet without antibiotics or hormones and be raised with shelter, resting areas, sufficient space, and the ability to engage in natural behaviors. It attests to how the hens are treated, but is less concerned with what they're fed. Color is easy. There's only 2 choices. You have white eggs and brown eggs. The color of an eggshell is determined strictly by genetics. Some kinds of chickens lay white eggs and others brown eggs. Color is really the only difference, and the nutritional contents are the same. Then you have the grade, so you have the AAA, regular A, and B. Those refer to cosmetic differences. The nutritional value, again, is the same. From a nutritional standpoint, eggs are eggs. Turning eggs into a designer food, like adding in things, is a great way to get you to pay more for them. But there are less expensive and easier ways to get the vitamins and minerals added into them from other foods. If you don't care about how the eggs are produced, buy the cheapest ones you can find. The shell color makes no nutritional difference. If you do care about how the hens are treated, buy certified humane. And if you care about what they're fed, buy organic. Any questions, leave a comment below.